Hello, welcome to Blessed Hope Farm. What you are looking at is what we refer to as our small garden. You see this, what looks like a big patch of grass here. Well, please excuse the lawnmower in the background. Beauty likes to just kind of drive it around without the blade running. Anyway, this was supposed to be our lettuce bed, and we made two big mistakes with this. One, we didn't burn it ahead of time, and two, we had too big of a space for the amount of seeds we had. So this will all be tilled up, and I'll probably put sweet potatoes here very soon. Here are some of the lettuce that I would have liked to have had in abundance, but you know, you live and learn. Mixed in with a lot of grass. Okay, then we have here two cherry tomato plants. We hop over here, this full row and a half are carrots, and we're going to have to see how that works out because they too are getting kind of overrun with weeds and grass, but I'm going to let it get a little bit bigger, mainly so I can tell what's what. It's only my second year growing carrots. Okay, and we have here cucumbers. They are doing rather well. And then we have over here two rows of peas. Before too long, we will put up a trellis so they can climb it. They are doing rather well as also. Okay, so we come over here and we have two rows of Roma 2 green beans. They are doing well, except it looks like something has been nibbling on them. There are no creatures right now that I can find, so we just had a really heavy rain last night and this morning, so I say that ran the varmints off. We had a little bit of hail, but I don't think the hail did this. It wasn't really the hail wasn't very big, and it didn't last very long. And then we have two rows of onions. Most people like to pull the onions out when they're kind of young and small and then just eat them, but we let ours get rather big so then I can chop it up and freeze it. Now, this ground looks very rocky, and it is. It's very rocky. It's the rockiest ground I've ever seen, but it is extremely healthy. And it's full of worms, which is a good sign of healthy soil. So yeah, I'm a little disappointed about my lettuce bed, but we should have known. And next year, it'll be smaller, and we will burn it. There's Hugs. He's been weed eating. Today is mowing the yard day. And there goes Beauty again on the lawnmower. We've been blessed with several outbuildings here. There's one. This one we brought with us, made by some local Mennonites. And then of course there's the barn. There is that thing. We call it the pavilion. And that empty spot you see there in the pavilion, when we moved here, there was a little red caboose, a real one, under there. The previous owner was a die-hard train fan, and he had his own little red caboose. Well, when the property sold, someone else bought the caboose, and so shortly after we moved in, they came and hauled it off. It was a great big affair with the fire department and everybody out here. There's Buck. Okay, oh, and you can see beyond the pavilion, that is what we call our big garden, for obvious reasons. And if we have not planted anything in there yet, I know how late it is, I know, but we've had a little bit of trouble acquiring our own plow because we have an old Farmall 130, and so it requires a certain type of plow, and we finally found one on Craigslist, and it did a really good job plowing up our big garden. So in our big garden will be more green beans, corn, squash, well, butternut squash, cushaw, tomatoes, peppers, and maybe sweet potatoes, depending on whether or not I put them down here or up in the small garden. Hubs likes to have a lot of corn and a lot of green beans. We freeze the corn and can the green beans. And we're still eating on some green beans from 2012, but hey, it's good. And this ground is also rocky, but it is healthy. Let me show you over here. See, there's the railroad ties that were there when the caboose was here. And we're just going to leave them there for the time being because it's kind of charming, and Buck thinks it's really cool. A little place for a grill. There's the back of the house. Okay, well, thank you for visiting Blessed Hope Farm. Come back. We hope to add more videos soon. Next week, we are getting our first round of chickens. So come back and see us. Thanks. Bye-bye.